Hello and welcome to another video. This is the Fanfiction Trope book tag. So this is a completely original video, I hope, because I try to look it up and I think no one else has done it before. So if you want to do it and you want to make your own video, please tag me and use the hashtag Fanfiction Trope book tag so I can see your videos. So let's just get on with the video. Prompt number 1 is a one-shot. Now for those of you who are not familiar with fanfic talk, a one-shot basically is just a story told in one chapter and it usually has no continuity with anything else, so it's just like a short snippet into a story. And for this one, the prompt is, what is your favorite companion novel? And for me, being a Percy Jackson fan, I have literally so many companion novels to choose from, but personally, this one is my favorite. This companion novel follows the Camp Half Blood campers watching an orientation video filmed by Apollo, and it's so much fun. This short novel is so hilarious, and if you like the Percy Jackson world and the Percy Jackson characters, you are sure to fall in love with this one. Prompt number 2 is an unfinished fanfic. Now, if you read fanfiction, you probably know the feeling of reading a 32 chapter fanfiction only to find out it was last updated in 2007. So if something like that has happened to you, you know the feeling. And for this one, the prompt is, pick a book or book series that you are not gonna finish. Or you can also choose a book series that the author is never going to finish. So for example, if you read Game of Thrones, this might be a good chance to pick it up. But since that's not the case for any of my book series, I pick Wayfarer by Alexander Bracken. Now, when this book came out, I really wanted to love it. I didn't really enjoy Passengers as much as Alexander Bracken's other books. I really came into this series with very high expectations because The Darkest Minds was basically my favorite book series of all time. So when it came to reading this book, I read probably the first 2 chapters and just DNF'd it. Maybe I'll come back to it one day. Let me know in the comments if it's worth a reread. Prompt number 3 is a self-insert. Now a self-insert is when you write a story and you just put yourself right there in the middle of the story. And for this one, the prompt is, pick a book world you would like to live in. Now, I know a lot of people want to answer Harry Potter, but you know me, you know the drill. Percy Jackson! And although Percy Jackson himself advises that you probably don't want to live in his world as a half-blood, I really do, so this is my pick for that one. Number 4 is a crossover, so this is when you cross over 2 universes, and the prompt is, pick 2 characters from different books that you would love to see interact. And for me, this one has to be Finian from the Aurora Rising trilogy and Jasper from the Six of Crows duology. I just think these characters would actually go together so well. They would have the best banter and I think they would be a killer duo. They could seduce anyone and everyone, and I really think these 2 could be best friends. Now that I've thought about it, I really need someone to write like a fanfic or something because I think they would have the best banter, oh my god. Number 5 is hurt/comfort. Now this is a fanfic trope where one of the characters gets hurt either emotionally or physically and the other love interest or friend has to comfort them. And the prompt for this one is, pick a book that makes you really sad but very happy at the same time. For me, this one has got to be Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. This book takes you through such a roller coaster of emotions, you're not even ready. I just love all the characters and it hurts so much to see them being sad and hurt. And honestly, if you want Rainbow Rowell to play with your emotions, then this is the book for you. Why do you have to be like that, Rainbow? Why? Number 6 is a slow burn, and honestly, I'm not really a fan of slow burn fanfics because I like things to happen quickly, but the prompt for this one is, Pick a book that you weren't so sure at first, but then absolutely loved. And for me, that definitely has to be Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. Now, I feel like with all of her books lately, especially, it takes like 100 pages to pick up and for literally anything to happen. I still enjoy those 100 pages because I get to see my favorite characters and I love to see them interact even though they're doing nothing but talking to each other. I still enjoy that. So I would say Cassandra Clare's books lately, especially the first ones in the series, have definitely been Slowburn. I still love it though. Number 7 is Insta-love, and the prompt for this one is a book you loved even before reading it. My pick for this one is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. When I first saw this at the bookstore, I literally fell in love with the cover. You can't tell me it's not beautiful. And let me tell you, this series has not let me down with the book covers. I think they are one of the most visually pleasing book covers. And you know, it also kind of helps that the book is a 10 out of 10. Number 8 is Fluff. And for this one, pick a book that just gives you all the warm feelings and all the good vibes. For me, it has to be Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Now, I absolutely adore this book. Also, the movie adaptation, loved it, even though the ending wasn't as good. This book is so cute, it's so sweet. The ending of this book, I think I actually reread it 3 times right after finishing this book, so it's just that good. If you're looking for a cute contemporary, this should definitely be on your list. Number 9 is And There Was Only One Bed. For this one, the prompt is a couple that you needed to get together by the end of the book. I have so many examples that I could use for this prompt because I am a shipper at heart and I fall so hard for other people's relationships. But, you know, I want to narrow it down to just one book, not one couple. So I am going to have to say the Raven Cycle characters. Now, I am not going to spoil the final couples, but I will say the couples in this book series just had me dying every time they had interactions. Oh my god, I loved them so much, in fact, that I highlighted every time they had a cute interaction. And let me tell you, I do not highlight, I do not write either in pen or in pencil in my books. So that just goes to show how eagerly I was waiting for them to get together and how much I loved every single interaction and my need to reread every single one of them. Lastly, we have number 10, and that is the Soulmate AU. For this one, the prompt is pick a book or book series that represents your aesthetic or that you feel is your soulmate. Because, you know, we live in a world now where books can be your soulmates, so you're not forever alone. Yeah, you don't even know how hard I tried to pick out a book that wasn't Percy Jackson. I stared at all of my bookshelves for quite a long while, trying to decipher a book that could be my aesthetic, that could be my soulmate, the one, my destiny. And I couldn't, so Percy Jackson? I'm scared to even pick up this book at this point because I have made so very many videos talking about my love for the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. But honestly, those videos are there for a reason. This book series gives me life. I have never felt so much for a book series as I do for this one. It just brings me all the happy feelings, all the happy memories. It's so nostalgic for me. I love every single one of the characters. That's a stretch. But I really love these characters. I love their relationships, their dynamics. I love the story. I love the storytelling, the dialogue, the humor in these books. Never before reading Percy Jackson had I actually laughed out loud with a book. This changed everything. Besides the fact that this got me into reading in general, this book series just will forever be number 1 in my heart. So There you go. Then we just look so great together. So that was the fanfiction trope book tag. I hope you liked it. Let me know down in the comments if I missed any of your favorite tropes. I know I did because I only got 10, so let me know what your favorite tropes are and what your prompts would be for those tropes. And yeah, just leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!